So if we, as Nigeria, does not use our resources well, then it will be difficult for us to see the kind of prosperity that we all dream. And those resources are not just the physical resources that I've just mentioned, but our youth resources are the most important parts of our resources. And we must be very deliberate, we must be intentional, we must be serious about how we manage our youth resources. So we do not go down the same line and history that we've gone through in terms of how we manage our physical and our financial resources over the years. We've had over 50 years. It is doubtful as to the extent to which we have leveraged and used the oil resources and our natural resources to develop our nation. We must change our course of travel and our direction of travel. So the fact that we have young people doesn't mean that it will lead to prosperity because they are young. No. The fact that they constitute the largest part of our population does not mean that we will prosper as a nation. No. We have to behave like this farmer who recognizes that this land is fertile, but also knows that to optimize that land and get the best yield, they have to be deliberate and do the things they have to do when they have to do it. If you come after the pests have eaten your crops, it's too late. If you do not water the plants when they ought to be watered, it is going to affect your yield. Or even if you harvest, but you do not take steps to avoid post-harvest losses, the output will be reduced. It's the same thing with our young people. If we do not treat our young people the way this farmer treated this farm here, we're going to have suboptimal results. And in most cases, that which we thought would be an asset will become a liability, because they will become criminals on the streets to the extent that those who have resources cannot feel comfortable or safe driving around. So even for those of us who are privileged enough, we have a responsibility to make sure that we contribute towards developing our young people, because if they don't, that money that you think you've worked hard for, you will not enjoy it. And it's even much more so for those of us in this group who have a privilege to contribute towards them. Whether you're the head of an agency, you're a director in the ministry, or anyone in the ministry for that matter, who is involved in ensuring that we contribute to the development of this asset class. And that's why I say to all of you today, search yourself and ask yourself, what am I doing to contribute towards the development of this very important asset class? Because if you don't, it will be a shame that you're a director or a PAMSEC that had an opportunity to change the history, but you go around begging people for your child to just find a place to serve because there are not enough companies to absorb young people that are in service. Or you go around begging people for jobs for your child because there are not enough jobs in Nigeria. So none of us is immune. If your children have less opportunities when they graduate than you did, we have failed. Because we're supposed to make bigger take and expand the horizon so that our children have better futures than we do. See yourself as someone that is on a mission, and that mission you must fulfill. Whatever your role is, you must contribute towards it. This, for us, it's a mission. It's not just a job. It is a mission. Because the history and the destiny of this nation rests on what you're doing here. It rests on what we do